here we go. It's time to get ready to rock and roll here in Atlanta as we go green here in the iGPFUN Formula 3 series presented by VRS at Road Atlanta. It's a good start by Lamley and Hermer. Hermer challenging Lamley immediately heading into turn one, trying to hold it around to the outside of Hermer. He's going to have that inside line right back there for turn number 2, and then they head into that dangerous S section, and already side by side deep into the pack. Everybody just choosing their own lines, make sure they all get through there safely. And we've all seen the disastrous lap 1 incidents of just cars getting a little bit too argy-bargy. Lap 1 catching into the grass and then into an incident. And oh, speaking of that, in the background, Tony Jimenez and Hector Balaguer getting into a big crash really far on the outside. Yeah, there it is. Oh, they just pushed so hard and into the wall they go. And that is the end of the day for, well, I think both those drivers right there. Wheel is broken. And then there's another car trying to avoid it. They spin, and then it's like getting over to the curb, getting a little bit of grass. But here comes Hermer off the exit. Hermer and Lamley going side by side right now. Heading into the final corner, and Hermer down low, and Hermer into the lead. Crossing over the nose on Jerome Lamley right there. But Lamley with the switchback. Now Lamley's down to the inside of a Hermer. They're going to go side by side, heading into turn 1, still side by side. Hermer being held onto the outside just like the start. Lamley onto the inside. He broke early, and there goes Hermer down to the inside, and Hermer back into the lead.
Yeah, not as hot as we've seen some other Formula 3 races. Was in one when it was 50 degrees, so 22 is certainly practically absolutely freezing as Rodrigo Duran sends it to the inside of Timo Braun, and he takes that 9th place off the German.
Already catching lap traffic right here as down to the inside. Here comes the 27 of Simon Fessy. Big send down to the inside at the chicane.
Van Veen as well has come into the pit. So what's happened here?
Oh, he's caught the grass off the exit and into the 84. Oh, that's a massive net code right there. Oh my gosh. You can fit
and they know the other driver's strengths and weaknesses, and that's why drivers love league racing so much. Is Lamey defends to the inside, forces Hermer to go all the way around the outside, but Hermer just thinks better of it. Tries to get the cutback.
Back move. We saw this earlier, and this is exactly the same move by Samuel Hermer to retake the lead. Lamley defended down to the inside of Hermer with that wide entry switchback move to the inside of the track. Gets the lead back, but here comes Lamley now down to the inside. This is deja vu to what we saw earlier on lap 7 with Hermer and Lamley retakes the lead
into turn 10, but Hermer crucially has a little bit of draft off a back marker, so that's gonna help Hermer and hinder Lamey as we head down towards turn 10. But that back marker that helped Hermer is going to hinder him, and at the moment is they're going to make it 3 wide into turn 10, and Lamey back through to take the lead
and trying to close that gap to Jerome Lamley. Lamley has been looking indestructible in this part of the sector, being able to get across of Samuel Hermer. Defending onto the inside, heading into turn 1, right onto the gearbox is Lamley, and Lamley defending onto the inside. Hermer by right there, and Hermer in one of the tightest spots as Simon Fessy and Lucas Marouk battle it out for third. As Marouk goes a little bit wide into the grass, Fessy round the outside.
I feel like he can make a move as they are 3 wide on the straight, Austin.
Oh, get your camera out for this one.
Oh, there's
3 wide, and neither of them giving any of each other room. Side by side, heading into the corner, being led by Clark Williams, trying to hold it around the outside. That is Marcelo Kebler. Kebler trying to hold the speed, but now Kebler under pressure by Munzer. Munzer onto the gearbox of Kebler, but they made it through there right there.
The back of Sam Hermer's Dallara F3 car. Does he feel like making a move to the inside? He's thinking about it. He certainly does. Down the inside, Jerome Lamey goes to retake the lead.
But when we go back to that back straight, if we see Lamley defend onto the inside, expect Hermer to swing it around the outside once again, because Hermer is right there, and in the mid-corner, Lamley gets pushed wide, and Hermer sneaks his way through there like a cunning fox to get back into the lead.
Chicane we go once again. Another lapped car getting in the way, at least if you are Sam Hermer.
Here comes Lamley. Woo, nose crossover by Hermer. Lamley attacking onto the inside, heading into the chicane. Hermer breaks earlier and lets Lamley retake the lead.
Sam Hermer once again in the slipstream of Jerome Lamey.
This is a spot that Hermer's not used to, attacking on the inside. I can count on the hand how many times I've seen Hermer attack another driver onto the inside right here. He goes a little bit wide on the entry, trying to use all the track to get used to that break point, but Samuel Hermer back into the lead. That's the entire strategy, what's going to come on right now. As you see, Hermer defending onto the inside, Jerome Lamley going onto the outside right there, heading onto the brakes. Lamley leading into the corner, Hermer holding him second side by side through there. Hermer around the outside, able to defend for the lead.
The Canadian, so yeah, McIntyre doing a great job there, and Maruk don't quite know where his pace has gone. Started third in this race, but has not been able to convert that into into sort of any sort of race pace. So unusual for Lucas Maruk there.
Something has happened to Jerome Lamley. Lamley is off the track. Lamley is on his own. Lamley is spun around.
This is going to allow, no, Simone Fessy is a little bit
Simone Fessy is right there. Simone Fessy is chasing him down.
As we see Sam Hermer out in the lead, and he's had an issue there.
Oh, Hermer struck down, and now the gap that was 10 seconds is now 1 second between Hermer and Lamley. Hermer just put in the last lap was a fast lap of the race, so it was a couple laps ago, or a lap ago when that issue happened, but Jerome Lamley, he's back within sniffing distance of Samuel Hermer. Down to the inside, Lamley goes for the lead, Lamley takes the lead, but on the exit, Hermer goes wide, Hermer carries the speed, Hermer down to the inside, Hermer back to the lead.
Hermer was so wide at turn one, thought he was going to end up hitting the curb and spinning off into the pit exit, but no, managed to keep it all under control. Jerome Lamley set the fastest lap of the race last time by. They're both super wide on the exit of turn 5. That's going to allow Jerome Lamley a little bit of a look into turn 6, and he takes the lead, but crucially, that's going to allow Hermer the slipstream all the way down to the turn 10 chicane. Who's going to get the better exit on the exit of turn 7? Looks fairly even. There's a slow car that's going to get nice and neatly out of the way, and you have to say it's advantage Sam Hermer as he is in the slipstream now, and this is like deja vu all over again, Austin, as we head down towards turn 10.
Hermer's looking on to the inside of Lamley. Side by side, they're going to go. Here comes Hermer down to the inside. Hermer sends one down to the inside right there. Laid onto the brakes as they come over the hill for 2 laps to go. Lamley off the exit going down to the inside of Samuel Hermer to retake the lead right there. Just like what Hermer's done to Lamley multiple times this race. Now it is Jerome Lamley doing that to Samuel Hermer with 2 laps to go. Side by side, they go through turn number 1. Hermer's wide. Hermer's in the grass, and Hermer has thrown it away. As they go left, right, over the hump, and right again to take the win here at Road Atlanta. Your winner today, Jerome Lamley.
And Timo Braun side by side as we head down towards the final corner of the race. Who's going to get it through? It's going to be Justin DeGret that takes the top 10 by an so slim margin of 6,000.
Yeah, Jerome Lamley took the win here, followed by Samuel Hermer, Simon Fessy, James Polsland, Lucas Maruk, Will McIntyre, Rodrigo Duran, Evan Way, Luca Veroni, Justin DeGret, Timo Braun, Alistair Hay, Marcelo Kessler, Zoltan Zomotor, and Antonio Tellez, followed by Nicholas Westman, Rohan Kelly, Rafael Munzer, Noel Richie Robertson, followed by Matthew Gracie in 20th place. Behind them, it is Keeler and Richie Robertson, Clark Woods, Giovanni Saletto, Cugiado, Nico Veldman, Daryl Rollinson, Christian Lanazzino, Matthew Breuer, Reed Dennis, Richard Van Veen, Rodrigo Ridgway, Alex Lado, Nick Carter, Piers Berry, Giuseppe Didon, and Hector Balaguer at the end of our 36-car grid. Hector retired on lap 1, Giuseppe on lap 2, and then
better, but what a race we had around Road Atlanta. I mean, iGPFUN is such a great league. I thoroughly enjoy commentating on it. There's never been a stale race, and even when you come away go, wasn't it a great race, there's still like hundreds of overtakes. It feels like it just I love this league so much. I only have positive things to say about it, it's fair to say.
It's a fantastic league, a fantastic community. I've been commentating this league for 2 straight years. I won't be here next week as I'll be up in Indiana for the Indianapolis 500, so I will not be here